Now, listen, you guys, it seems like Trina is back at it again. She's out there talking about how she met Nicki Minaj and things like that, and also Beyonce and Kelly Rowland in her new memoir. And some people speculate that, well, she is looking for an Eve moment. We're also going to be discussing about Tyga thanking Nicki Minaj for Gag City. And at the same time, Julia Fox is singing again about her dating Kanye West. Meanwhile, Kanye West's wife, Bianca, is allegedly revealing some interesting things, requested by Kanye in their marriage, allegedly. And there is an ex-NFL player who's out there accusing the NFL and, of course, the men from Fraudulent Nation of a lot of things. We're also going to be discussing about this entire situation with J. Cole. It seems like a lot of people are not impressed by his latest release. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about Trina. So, Trina decided to talk about how she met Nicki Minaj and everything in her book, and it seems like fans are still not impressed because fans feel like she let the narrative that Nicki did her dirty fly for a very long time, especially during the H train. Literally looked sideways when people continued to paint Nicki Minaj with this villain brush, and she didn't say anything. And after the H train, that's when she actively tried to say something. And at the same time, also people kind of look at her sideways because you guys do know that her cousin Bobby Lights is always in the comment sections when it pertains to Nicki Minaj, speaking negatively on her, downplaying each and every one of her achievements, just doing the most, literally dragging Nicki Minaj all over the internet. And Trina seems to not have an issue with that. And of course, people look at her sideways given the favor that Nicki has done for her. Like, why would your cousin constantly say that when that's literally someone who's always in your in your presence, someone that is always hanging out with you? So it is being reported that Trina is saying in her memoir, the baddest, that when she did work with Kelly Rowland for the song Here We Go, this is what she said, and I'll read. She said Kelly was in the middle of Destiny's Child farewell tour when she flew out to Miami to shoot it with me. She was the definition of gracious and poised when she introduced herself to everybody like royalty. She told me that she'd played it for her group mates, and both of them liked it and encouraged her to do it. Okay, so for some reason her paid promo all over the blogs is moving around saying that, well, Trina is thanking Beyonce because she's the one who influenced Kelly Rowland for doing it. And I'm just like, I understand. You love Beyonce enough to say that what she does is rap. You love Beyonce enough to crown her the queen of rap, to crown her queen in a genre that she doesn't even do. Like, she doesn't identify as a rapper, but for some reason Trina and her saltiness and inability to acknowledge that the queen of rap, the actual queen of rap, is Nicki Minaj, decided to say, oh, well, Beyonce is the queen of rap. Okay, but anyway, if that makes her feel better, I mean, that's okay. And the entire thing of pushing narratives and paying bloggers, in my own opinion, to have headlines like, oh my god, thanks Beyonce, mentions Beyonce, when the whole time it's Kelly who came out here to give you a feature. For me, it's kind of very interesting. Okay, anyway, Nicki Minaj, am I surprised that she would mention Nicki Minaj? Absolutely not, because I know that lately anybody who's looking for a viral moment, anybody who's looking for people to pay attention to any of their things, they mention Nicki Minaj. Okay, so this is what she said. She said, I met Nicki Minaj after Wayne signed her to Young Money. I instantly understood that what Wayne saw in her is an artist. Hey, Trina, where was this energy? She said she was super creative and ready to go to the top from day one. she was the complete opposite of me when I came into the industry, just going with the flow and figuring it out as I went. Nicki was still in a mixtape era when we met, but she had the streets going crazy. Her flow was nasty and she used it to wrap circles around so many of her male peers. She gave women, especially young female fans, something to look forward to in hip hop, and they latched right onto her. She was extremely humble when we met and told me how much respect she had for me. From that moment on, I was rooting for her. Oh my God, what is happening? Is this fishing for an Eve moment? Like, where was all this energy 2018, 2019, 2020? Where was all this energy that people now want to come? Now people want to say Nicki this, Nicki that, because she's out there defeating the S trend. She's out there proving that it was not lack of competition that made her go to the top. Where were all these praises when, people were still, thinking that that's the end of a career? And honestly, you can say whatever you want to say in the comment section, but you know what I'm saying is true, And if you choose to forgive people and look past it, it's okay. I'm sure Nicki Minaj by now has forgiven all these people as well. But that's not going to stop me from pointing out how opportunistic people are. When they see you popping, when they see you doing good, when they see that, well, that entire aim to humble you failed, they try to switch back to you. And this should be a lesson to everybody. Because even in real life, there are people who behave like this. Once they feel like you're too much at the top, you have surpassed them, they feel some type of way. So when somebody else comes in with the mission to humble you, they will not say anything. They will act like, oh my God, you're the horrible person. They will let negative narratives about you fly, you know? And once you prove that, you know what, you can hold your own, you don't need anybody, they will start running back to you again. People do this in real life. They are opportunistic people like this in real life. Because the amount of people that are in 2023 and 2024 now coming out saying all these positive things about Nicki Minaj, I promise you, if you were on the internet in 2018, 2019, you would swear that nobody has ever benefited from Nicki Minaj. You would swear that nobody has ever had a good experience with Nicki Minaj. And we're watching it even with Judas Degrassi. I mean, Judas Degrassi is that's another case. But I'm just saying, in his badness, in his fullness, I know that there are some people who really he has done souls for. Okay, I personally don't like Judas Degrassi for the way that he has moved around Nicki Minaj and other people that I'm like sideways. But in everybody, all these people, you cannot possibly tell me that everybody that he has ever worked with, everybody that has ever given a feature, everybody whose career has ever helped, you can't tell me that all those people have had horrible experiences with him. Like in real time, there are people that right now are just latching onto the Drake H train and he hasn't done anything to them. There are those, of course, that do, deserve to feel the way they feel. Maybe he did them dirty. But I'm telling you this, there are some who are just latching onto that. And if he comes out at the end and turns out to be uncancelable, you will be shocked at the amount of people coming back. The amount of people now saying positive things about him. Now, lately, I've been seeing people trying to switch narratives. I think I did see Charlemagne now saying, oh, well, we can't really completely say that Telos J. Cole came out here and is now saying, you've really helped me in my career. You've really helped me and this and that. And this is how it begins. When people realize that, you know what, this person is not going down, they'll start supporting you. Oh my goodness. Let me know what you think, you guys, about this entire Trina situation. Personally, I'm just like, go by. And if I don't know, if that makes you feel a way, you're entitled to your own feelings and your own opinions. I'm not going to fault you for wanting to see past Trina's BS. It's okay if that's what you choose to do, because I know that a lot of people, when it comes to Trina, you like to come in the comment section saying, oh well, they've grown past it, they've matured, oh my goodness. But can you promise me that if the S train had managed to end Nicki Minaj, these people would still be out here singing her praises? Of course not. But anyway, let me move on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about. We're going to talk about Julia Fox. Now, one thing about Julia Fox is she dated Kanye West for 48 hours. And at this point, I'm convinced that she might actually write an entire tale for the 48 hours, because Julia Fox literally, so this is what she said. She said dating Kanye West for hair she regrets it, and that the relationship, the position that the relationship put her in was very uncomfortable in her life. Oh my goodness, this and that. And personally, with Julia Fox and Kanye, I knew that it was going to end this way. Meanwhile, there's also Bianca, allegedly, who's alleging that Kanye West told Bianca that he wanted to sleep with her mother whilst she washed. I'm just like, what in the p-herb is happening right now? Because what is this? Like, what husband would say something like this? And at the same time, there's that assistant also who's coming through with allegations and things like that. And honestly speaking, lately, the amount of negative publicity that has been surrounding Kanye West and the amount of accusations that are coming his way, I fear we might have another Diddler situation. And if that happens to be the case, I'm afraid, but even those you guys that you feel like are untouchable may actually end up being touchable, in my own opinion. Because what? Okay, if Kanye goes down, just know that your favorites are going down. I'm sorry. The man is going down. That man that you like to say is innocent. I'm sorry. If Kanye goes down, it's inevitable that that man will also do go down. Because I do think that Kanye will definitely sing, in my own opinion. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Do not come for me in the comment section about the men from Fraudulent Nation, because I know you guys like to say, oh my god, you're so jealous of Beyonce. It's because of the men from Fraudulent Nation. Just like the whole Diddler situation had nothing to do with Carisha, this whole men from Fraudulent Nation has got nothing to do with Beyonce as well, or trying to humble her, because that man allegedly has stepped on a lot of people's tours and does pull the plugs behind the scenes on people's careers and things like that. And so if you're doing disgusting and horrible things like that, then karma will certainly catch up with you one day, allegedly. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Tyga. He decided to take his time to thank Nicki Minaj for Gag City. You guys know that the two of them have been, touring together in as far as Gag City is concerned. And now that the show is over, this is what, Tyga decided to write in gratitude towards Nicki Minaj. He wrote and said, had too much fun on tour. Thank you, Nicki Minaj, for letting me rock every night with you. They can never make me dislike you. I appreciate all the love all the fans gave me every night, and now I'm ready to get back in album mode. See y'all again real soon, okay? And I'm just like, I hope these men learn what loyalty is, because this woman is always sharing a stage, sharing a platforms with a lot of people, and some of these men were really nowhere to be found. Oh my god, today I'm so salty about the S train. I don't know what's happening with me, but like when I see her being generous and being this kind person, and when I think about how people treated her, even her peers, even those that she felt were on her side, when I think about how everybody turned their backs on her, like it just annoys me sometimes. So, but anyway, he is showing gratitude, so we'll take that. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about the men from Fraudulent Nation and NFL. Okay, so there is a man, an ex NFL player who's coming through. His name is Larry Johnson. It is being reported that, well, this man is out there letting us know that he believes somebody is trying to set him up after he exposed that the NFL is rigged, and after he cut ties with his former close friend, you guessed right, the men from Fraudulent Nation. Now, when it comes to this, honestly, I did look up this man and researched more about him, and I did realize that, well, there are some articles that do say that, well, he does struggle with paranoia sometimes and things like that. So just like the Jaguar situation, I think I will also take this with a grain of salt. But you know what? Let me not be the ultimate judge of this. Let me just insert that snippet, and I would let you guys be the judge of that. Like, what do you think about what he said? Do you believe what he's saying, or do you think that, well, maybe he's having one of his episodes?
I've been saying about the NFL, that is rigged. Talking about the Hunt family, knee deep in the assassination of JFK, that the NFL is this in a tweet like August 2020. All of a sudden, they want to award me a special presentation. Just like how Franco Harris did a special interview before he was. This is how they get you You former football players, they get you to show up at interviews. They get you to show up at presentations. And if you don't understand the numerology of anything, this is how they can get you and trap you. I would have gone and wouldn't know. And they could have easily put me in a predicament. I could have been at the bar. I could have been drinking. They could have came to my hotel. Any situation that would have fit my natural foolishness, which means either been drinking or been in a fight with a woman. That would be the only thing they would catch me with, and they would tell you this is how I felt. And people would have believed it. If I went to that show and y'all would have heard that I got killed and they would have told you I died by alcohol poisoning or something like that, most of you would have believed it because you know that's usually what I've been in trouble for. This is how they get you. It's kind of comical because once you understand numerology and gematria and they use the same numbers over and over and over again, it becomes pattern recognition, okay? I've seen a lot of football players and it be because of numerology. I've seen a lot of celebrities numerology, and it's always when they're by themselves, they're found dead in a hotel, or some craziness that they attach it to, and no one can know what's the real truth because they're really that slick with it if you don't have your eyes open. So it's funny to me that these people do not like me. They do not like me around when I was there. When I was in the world, they didn't want me around. So all of a sudden, they're going to give me a presentation after me saying football been rigged, after me saying their family did everything they did, all this stuff I've been talking that smoke, and they want to invite me into an award show to give me a special award for something?
Well, there you heard that, you guys. There you heard that. Now, the last thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about, Charlemagne. It seems like now they are saying that they don't believe that Drake lost the battle against, Kendrick, because to them, they feel like it was a 20 versus 1 battle, which is very true. It reminds me of the female rap unity and that entire picture of all this Nicki Minaj funeral that people had. It was a 20 versus 1 type of situation with Judas Degrassi. But I do feel like in the 20v1 thing, I can't really say that anything that Rick Ross did affected Drake in any way. I can't really say that anything that this producer friend of his did to him impacted him in any way. If anything, what was lethal in this entire situation was the Kendrick situation. I feel like it's the Kendrick songs that like put a nail in the coffin rather than all these people. Of course, all these people, it might have hurt his feelings and things like that, but I really do feel like it's the districts, in my own opinion, that had an impact on the battle itself. But anyway, let me just insert what Charlemagne the God had to say, and you guys let me know in the comment section if you do believe that, well, Drake did not lose because it was a lot of people going against him.
He probably sold out of those OVO hoodies in seconds, right? They're not giving up on him. Act like you're fans. I won the battle. And, and he's got the perfect out to say why, right? Even though we all know he lost. He never engaged with Kendrick one-on-one except for the Hard Part 6. Push-ups was more than one person.
Okay.
The tailor-made freestyle was him telling Kendrick, come on, yo, come with it, come with it, come with it. Family Matters, he talks about a bunch of different rappers. Hard Part 6 is the one where he really just talked to Kendrick directly. So all you got to do is say, yo, I beat 20 people by myself. Like, own it. Don't even say you. Matter of fact, you don't even got to lie. What did Trump say? I basically tell the truth.
I basically tell the truth.
You don't even got to say you beat Kendrick. All you got to do is be like, yo, I took on 20 people by myself.
Yeah.
And came out unscathed.
But
that's what Trump said about the debate.
Why do you think that's
I took out 20 people by myself and came out unscathed. Even though he came out very scathed.
But why do y'all think that's gonna do anything? They're just still gonna come at him.
You said what?
They're still gonna come at him. He can say that and people are still gonna come at him.
Yeah, but then he still has a group of people that believe he did win.
Like, he's got one of the biggest armies in the world.
Yes.
His supporters are going to rally behind him.
He still are, though. So that's what I'm saying. What does it matter?
But he should be in line with them.
The narrative, yeah, exactly. Like, they probably feel like they're doing the heavy lifting.
Grant with the chat do nothing to defend this shit.
Yo, Grandy with the Charlotte shout out, a brilliant.
Has Axe said anything
historic.
about this?
Follow Grant Davius because he got shut down. Follow Grant Davius on Instagram.
Has Axe said anything about this?
I don't know.
Like, there's nothing you can do to defend this.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, you're right.
Axe probably poured out some Henny. And Axe ain't pouring out no Henny. Okay? Axe probably poured out some Henny for Drake after he saw that video.
You know what's interesting? Timing wise, this is interesting. He finished the tour and then the beef started.
Yeah.
So now he could do a show anywhere and sell it out, but it's a little different when you can go do.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. Now, another argument that is going around is the argument that, well, J. Cole is not a real tough hip hop, person. Oh my goodness, this and that. But up to now, we've heard reports that is the only guy who's managed to stand up against the diddler. So I'm not even gonna entertain that whole thing of you guys saying that, well, J. Cole is not that tough. Oh my God, he's not this, because you define toughness by people are digging up dirt on each other and sometimes lies, because up to now the things that these two guys were accusing each other, I don't know how far true all of that is. Okay, one was out there accusing the other of V, and the other was out there accusing the other one of SA to minors and things like that. Is that the kind of thing that you want for a rapper to prove that they're actually tough in a situation? If anything, I feel like this battle became more about how much dirt do you have on someone, or how much lies can people believe about someone, if anything. And I don't think that's the vibe that Jermaine wants, in my own opinion. But this lady that I will insert at the end of this video thinks otherwise. Let me know in the comment section, you guys. Have you lost respect for J. Cole because of what happened in this beef with Drake and Kendrick Lamar?
I hate J. Cole the way that Kendrick hates Drake. Always have, always will. My biggest complaint about Jermaine since the beginning of his career is that he's a big ass poser. And that's all this new track is. Him trying to pose like he didn't take no L in this rap beef. But here's the thing, Jermaine. Ain't no incompletes in rap beefs. Ain't no draws. Only winners or losers. So when you pulled that track, you took a L. Period. Don't come back months later talking about fire in my pen. They think I'm dodging smoke when you brought an actual water gun to one of the biggest rap battles we've seen since Drake versus Pusha T. You trying to make it seem like it was an internet moment to save face. You trying to make it seem like it was just about clicks and views to save face. Because what it was really about was competition. And you can't be king because you don't want to compete. You just want the crown to be handed to you on some inherited type shit, on some privilege type shit. Because that's what you used to, privilege. Just like in the first half of that song, he rapping about how his mama got married and moved him out the hood. And then going back to the hood made him feel weird. We supposed to feel sorry for your ass? See, my thing with Jermaine is he ain't never actually saying shit. He's just good at rhyming. And that's how he gets over on y'all. Is that he's really good at putting a rhyme scheme together. Putting very intricate words together and making them rhyme. But he's never actually saying shit worth listening to. How you keep wanting to consider yourself top dog and you don't even want to participate in a dog fight? You don't want to get dirty. You don't want to get no blood on your hands. LeBron don't show up talking about, I don't want to bust my friend's ass today. A friendly fade still includes a fade.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. Now, that being said, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.